Hi, I'm Tyler, and welcome to another episode of my Christian Midweek Reviews. Each week I take 5 releases, be it albums, EPs, or singles, and after I listen to them all week, I come back here and I review them, I share what I think about them. So without further ado, let's get to this week's first release, NF's new EP, Fear. NF's new EP, Fear. Let's dive into it. So, pretty good EP here, stylistically, so we still hear some of the typical NF hip-hop influence, but it's not as prevalent as usual. And the pop influence that we heard at a few points on his previous album, Hope, definitely gets an increase here on this EP, Fear. And the pop on this EP is often blended with folk influence to give some songs kind of a folk pop feel. As for my thoughts on the stylings here, so the hip-hop NF sounds good. The pop NF sounds good too. And though I would never have seen folk pop NF coming, even that sounds pretty good here. Stylistically, if you're looking for some hard-hitting hip-hop moments, that's there in a couple of points. In Who I Was, Give Me a Reason, and Washed Up. And definitely more on the upbeat side of things on this EP, I would say. The sound is overall. There is one ballad in the song Home. And the closing track, Washed Up, actually can have a kind of a lo-fi hip-hop ballad feel to it too, while still being hard-hitting as well. And as for the lyrics here, pretty good lyrics here. NF talks about how in his sadness after losing his grandma, he's let hopeless fear back in, and he needs the fear to draw him back to the Lord God's unconditional love that revives him free from sadness, to work hard to passionately, uncompromisingly make his best rap music again, and to peacefully love his family, while remembering the happy memories with his grandma, who is now in heaven. Up next, Kristian Stanfill's new album, Come to Jesus. Passion member Kristian Stanfill's new solo album, Come to Jesus. Let's dive into it. So, pretty good album here. Stylistically, definitely on the contemporary worship side of things. Mostly ballads, but a few upbeat moments here too. In addition to contemporary worship, one influence I was not expecting to hear on this new Kristian Stanfill album was some country and southern influence, but it sounded pretty good. We also hear some alternative and pop rock influence too here. And as for the lyrics here, pretty good lyrics here. Kristian Stanfill talks about how when we're unsatisfied, questioning, in hopelessly sad circumstances, we need to come honestly trust our faith in Jesus, in his love, to be faithfully good, to undeservingly save us free from sin and its deadly punishment through his blood, to change us to have new life forever surrendered to glorifying him by reflecting him through praise. Up next, the last single from the Angel series Miracle Season 1, Beautiful Things by Ryan Ellis, featuring Eris Ford. Ryan Ellis's new single, Beautiful Things, featuring Eris Ford. This is the final single to come from Season 1 of the Angel original series Miracle. Let's dive into it. So, to be honest, Ryan's vocals had to take a little bit of time to grow on me, because I felt like it was a little high-pitched originally, but kind of grew on me by the end of the week to make me think this is a pretty good song here. Stylistically, definitely a R&B, pop and contemporary worship ballad. And as for the lyrics here, love the lyrics here. Talks about how in questioning through waiting, we trust our faith in God, in his mercy, to faithfully stay with us, to miraculously change us from sin into something beautiful. Up next, Mac Brock's new Centricity Worship Sessions EP. Mac Brock's new Centricity Worship Sessions EP. Let's dive into it. So, what's exactly on this EP? 3 acoustic versions of past songs of his. One from the Elevation Worship Days in Oh Come to the Altar, and 2 from his latest solo album, This Is Holy, in The Greatest Victory, and Time Again. Pretty good versions here. Oh Come to the Altar sounds a little different melody-wise from the original version with Elevation. The Greatest Victory, I would say, is a little softer than the original version was. Time Again actually sounds pretty much the same, I would say. Stylistically, definitely contemporary worship ballads. And as for the lyrics here, pretty good lyrics here. Mac Brock talks about how in hard times, when everything falls apart, we need to come trust our hope in Jesus, to faithfully keep his promises, to victoriously save us free from our sin through his blood and his death on the cross and through his resurrection, to have satisfying new life of praising him. Land of Colors' new album, You Hold It All. Let's dive into it. So pretty good album here. Stylistically, definitely a blend of alternative, folk, pop rock, and worship elements here. Pretty evenly balanced between upbeat and ballad moments. It's worth knowing, though, the upbeat moments come more towards the beginning of the album, while the ballad moments tend to come in more towards the later portion of the album. And as for the lyrics here, pretty good lyrics here. Land of Color talks about how when we're worn out in pain, we need to remember to come peaceful we wait and trust on the Lord God and his unconditional love through Jesus' blood, to be faithfully good, to always be with us, to restore us free from shame and division, and in his sovereign timing, the pain, to have life united in praising him for that love and reflecting that love to each other. Well, that's it for this week. Come back next week for the start of Christmas reviews with 5 Christian Christmas releases in next week's video. If you like what's on this video, please subscribe. We put out videos every Friday, 9 a.m. Pacific time. Also, if you have any thoughts on today's releases or what we said about them, let me know down in the comments below. Also, in the comments, you can let me know if there's any awesome Christian Christmas releases that you want to see me review in next week's video. Also, too, after 5 weeks of Christmas videos, I'm going to go back and touch on a few of the releases, a few of the Christian releases that I'm missing due to me reviewing Christmas music. So, if there are any awesome, not Christmassy, Christian releases that came out from November 15th onward, you can let me know about that in the comments below too. And the reason I said that is there were a couple of key releases that dropped after the ones in today's video, but before today. So that's why I am really indicating the Saturday date as the start of the eligibility period for the not Christmassy Christian releases. Also, check out the playlist section for my month stream playlist available here on YouTube. And if you want this in my playlist section, and if you want the Spotify link, go to my community tab for that. And this month's edition, the playlist includes songs from artists like God Over Money, The Protest, Addie Quark, Cochran and Company, Love Like Gravity, and others. So go and check that out if you're interested. Well, I'll go now. Happy Thanksgiving. In light of what we discussed today, in today's video, let's be thankful for the God who is with us in our fear, to change us in it, and ultimately to restore us from that fear. Happy Thanksgiving. See you next week for the start of Christmas videos. Bye!